Typically when we go over the hip flexor stretch, we're referring to the iliacus or the psoas muscle, which attach either to the front of the pelvis here or the lumbar spine and go right to the front of the leg, allowing your leg to come up, but it'll also pull your back into this extended position and your hips to tilt forward. One of the other muscles that's a hip flexor as well is the rectus femoris, which attaches to the front of your pelvis here and goes all the way down to the knee. So it does bring your leg up, but it also straightens your knee. So in order to stretch it, we got to make sure that we get a little bit of a bend in the knee. That's why we have the couch. So what you're going to do, make sure you have a pillow or something underneath your knee. Put your foot up on the couch, knee goes down to the pillow or the pad there. And the same things apply as the traditional hip flexor stretch. This time, because we have a little bit more involvement of bending of the knee, you might not be able to get up into this vertical position. You'll see as you try it. So start off leaning forward a little bit, but we want to make sure we emphasize tucking the pelvis, squeezing the glute of the leg that's down or the knee that's down. From here, take your breath in. As you exhale, you can come up a little bit. Again, we want to make sure that you don't lose the contraction of that glute muscle in the back. That'll help protect your low back from going into this hyperextension. You can fake stretching, like I can just relax everything and come back here, but then you're just relying on the joints. So if you already have back issues or hip issues, don't worry about going how far you can go into the stretch. Worry about more so getting that sensation out of the muscle of an actual stretch. So tucking the pelvis, squeezing the glute, pushing yourself up a little bit, and just working on breathing, making sure your posture is good. So your shoulders down, is your chin tucked, lengthening the spine, just breathing into it. Again, you're going to start off by holding this maybe 20 to 30 seconds. Do 2 to 3 sets per side. If you feel like you need get a little bit more out of it, you can push yourself up more. You can work on contract, relax, pushing your foot into the couch. Hold that for 10 seconds or so, relax, come up a little bit more. You can even, with the same knee that's down, reach this hand up and across, push that hip out to the side, get a little bit more length out of just the whole entire side of the body. Breathe into it. There's a couple different things you can do to modify it, but the important thing is keep contracting that glute, allow that hip flexor, psoas, rectus femoris, all those muscles just to relax as you're going into it. So that's the hip flexor stretch part 2. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message.